Okay. Excuse me. We shall now do Pyre. Throw some fools into a fire. Oh, excuse me. Where is my soda? In order to be free. Okay. Inhaling some food. Consoling Bay about something. Being consoled by Pamitha. Nearby. Napping someplace. Watching the sky. Reading the book. Foraging for supplies. Liberated. Just waiting on Rift. And the rock's gone again. God damn it. Welcome back, Rift. Lord almighty. Alright. As you approach Ruki, hang on, you sense none of his usual anxious energy.
Silum Pyre.
I'm free. He then rushes up to you and returns to form. mean, I know I'm not. I'm stuck down here with the rest of you. With all the rest of you. It's just, it's like I finally get to set aside this big giant bag of rocks I've been carrying around. You know what I mean? Wanted to say thanks, chum, for giving me a hand with the little situation between myself and Barker. I don't know, I don't think I would have had it in me to stand up to him unless I knew you and the others had my back. Now at least old Mama Greentail won't get any trouble from him on the other side. She's still waiting for her rookie boy to come home, but at least she won't be getting hassled by a bunch of nasty curs just because I struck a lousy deal. So yeah, chum. You ever need something? I owe you one, and then some. Curs off. Francis out of the wagon, newfound lightness in his step. Kind of ironic, all things considered. I'm about to send him off to, I'm likely going to send him now. Oh my god, we got pages of plenty. We've rid the land of an impending doom, but faced another of its kind, for we knew that we were trapped. Yet, for each danger which we faced, for every failed ambush by the Arch, we met with gentle souls and kindred spirits in the downside, who deserve more than to fade from memory within this land. It was then the stars themselves showed us the way, delineating a great voyage across the sea. Near broken we became, but then, at last, a moonlit vision. That the rights, thus shall they say of us. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Ridge of Gold. Serpent Titan Gandalf turned to brittle stone not long after death. Of that, you may be certain. So that's a serpent? What remains is a flat, elevated basin that stands us closer to the heavens. Upon the fallen Gandalf's hide, the stars themselves alight. You shall know you stand on sacred ground. We set the metal sigils, lit the candle flames, and we emblazoned on the rock-like forms the sigil of our passage to and from this land. Then the stars themselves, they did reply to us. They sang, shining bright, their voices loud and clear. We understood their cadence. We knew how often to return. The greater titans. I feel like I should go make food. New? Why new? Why no? The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared to rise from the water so that he could see them plain, the burning essence of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest, but in the downside, this one met those whose own stars shall doubtlessly burn at least as hot. Together we achieve great deeds. You may have seen some evidence of it, the remains of the greater titans, which once darkened this dark land. But in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. It is this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the tiny stars never stain the sky during your time. The boundless sea of souls and a blackened star are all of what remains of the blood type. Edrica. After this one was slain, he was joined by many of his bravest worm knights who woke in the blood titan inadvertently while searching the downside's murky depths. Edrica was most displeased to see her hibernation end, and vowed to 4 ages of torment on us and on our pseudonym. Our assault was grander than can be described in the last days, and lasted days and days and days. The noblest of worm knights fell upon her massive form as waves which dashed themselves against the rock. Her resolve eventually exceeded hers, and she collapsed into the sea and disappeared. This one alone remained to tell of it. Of this one, if this one is to be honest, he nary expected his high-minded friend, Luz Scholarian, ever to raise arms. And yet, it was Scholarian alone who toppled the root titan, which befouled the scenery of Wakenwood. Scholarian, he brought to bear the might of his entire family of willful saps contained within his ancient gnarled staff. Soon did the poison soil of limbless Azreach begin to dissipate. The root titan cried out a defeating last cry, and withered into a speck. Azreach yet lives, a husk, a single foul seed, still rotting where once something mighty stood. Scholarian, in his mercy, deigned that the surrounding woods ought grow bold and strong, like casting off the influence of Azreach, but not forgetting him. Slech Astroborn. The foul name of the star titan is written here but once. Do not invoke it, lest you aid its reawakening. It sups upon desire and fear and doubt, and lands such as our own. 'Twas our mighty mistress Melith which tracked the astral-born monstrosity within its loathsome pit, where it lay nursing wounds sustained from traveling across the stars in search of simple prey. The wicked astral-born could drive a lesser creature to the brink of sanity with a mere passing glance, but Melith should cast upon the fiend 100 words of binding, each one more binding than the last. With the creature's incandescent skin, we bound this book, and bound ourselves into the stars. The Dissidents. I, myself, a Bob, did form the Dissidents under this simple tenet: those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed, at first, reluctance to allow an imp, and one accursed, to designate one of the 9 triumphants, but Myr, the horned one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time they came to understand, for I remained, as ever, at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The Dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are necessary as are those against whom they rebel. Just confirm. Yep. Right, okay. New descending rupee off. But we finished his business. Like, we finished his business, man. You want me to keep Rookie here when he has a mom and an uncle and kids and God knows what else that he has to go take care of? Are you kidding? No, I'm sending him off. It's a well bit of mercy doing that. Admittedly, I do want to know more about his stoof. But, I mean, let's look at this. You've got Rookie, who has his family to go take care of. You have Hedwin, who... I mean, yeah, he does need to go... He does need to go take care of, his little bird friend. But then you've got Bay, who wants to stay here and make friends. You've got Tizo, who, let's be honest, he belongs here more than anyone else. Sir Gilman told us not to send him because he still has to regain his honor. And Pamitha has her sister down here she needs to still deal with, I guess. I mean, the alternative is I could just intentionally fucking lose. Keep him here reminds the fuck out of him. I'm not gonna I should throw something at you. The inverted fall of Selim roars into the sky. Somewhere beyond it lies the Commonwealth, beyond your vision and beyond your grasp.
Non caraveras.
Alas, we cannot simply fly back to our homeland. This wagon has its limitations, I'm afraid.
Maro providenzas.
We shall return, yet. Just continue now, along the path. What is this place even? Because, like, what is in the background? That ain't sky. Go here. Why not? It's a bit of a waste, but you make landing on the sacred Mount Adodial, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you will regain his or her freedom this time. Volfrid finds after post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to the fall of Salim by land. We may soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances of our plan shall ultimately succeed. Oh. Well, might as well... Yeah, pretty much. I thought I told you to be gone. She is pushing you away as she did before. Perhaps I ought to cease my services to you if you insist on disrespecting my wishes thus. Would that sound good to you, O reader? Imagine not having access to the loathsome trinkets which I grant to you. Imagine those idiots of yours not having to get by without my tutelage. I could imagine it just fine myself. I was once a weapon used to kill an emperor. Attempt to kill him anyway. Now I am, once again, a tool, being exploited. Soon to be discarded. Go on then, leave me be. Go about your business and let's pretend we do not know full well how this shall end between us. Oh, you mean that feisty harp? She yet may be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. You called for me, reader darling? Ah, it's that crystal. Then, let's hash it out. I'm ready. Listen well, Harp. You answer to me here. Oh, a bossy one. Sure, then. Go on, tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come then. Let us see what you can do. Left to your own devices, save for your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I'm an idiot. I pressed the wrong button. Piss. Bollocks. Birdie into the Pyre. Ta-da! I know how to use Birdie. Except when I fuck up like that. And one flop. Oh. Gotta stop fucking up. Now, there now. Is everybody happy? Oh, as happy as can be, you doubtless pretty harp? You doubtless pretty harp. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient. You passed my test. Before I have any second thoughts. Oh my. Mine? That Sandra should could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? While flying after dousing an adversary's pyre. Me. Oh, very nice. Could no longer She could no longer fly, and yet her tears she said for her assailants, for they could cry no longer. Useful, especially after Ruki leaves.
Norem casteja. Mentare na sintara.
Right then, let's confirm this. Furby! Oh, I just jumped into that like an idiot. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Confusing. While flying, after dousing an adversary's pyre, Pamatha may instantly return and deal... One moment, I'm going to look this up. Word didn't pass, but my most for the round respawn time. That was my first. The proceeding. Oh. Okay, so it got nerfed because it's semi-broken, understandably. It has a 50% chance of her coming back. It's not a 100% chance. Still better than nothing. Yeah, it's a chance. Later that day, you accompany Ruki into the old monastery, the old masonry of Emperor's Fall. Where a monument to Gold Goliath awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Ruki's inner thoughts, as clear as if he was speaking aloud. So you scribes you scribe peoples, you can hear me, okay? If you can, then do me a solid and let me get out of here already. My family can't do nothing without me. They've been waiting for a while now. And that's exactly why I'm sending him back. Soon, you and he are finished paying your respects. Return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Goliath has shown you favor. At dawn, we shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. Doki Dog. You find Ruki having just put back his Green-tail family portrait. There's something of a wistful look in his eyes. Then something comes over him and he moves in close, lowering his voice. Look, chump, I gotta level with you about something here real quick. Truth is, I haven't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation. He hesitates a while, then... We ain't exactly quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine. We get lots of money. We've got lots of money stored away. It's just mostly locked up in savings bonds, and you see, he seems to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale. It relents before you can respond, one way or the other. The situation is my mom back on the other side. She needs a little bit of help, financially and otherwise. All she's got is my knucklehead uncles to keep her steady. Always told her I'd make something myself, you know? I was just a clerk in her shop. Things started to get tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. Got in with some unseemly sorts, I guess. But the pay was real good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, of all places. Plus it's straight down the river, watertight. The pay was right. My mom was so proud of me. We were eating real good all the time. But you can probably guess what happens. I barely scraped by after they flushed me down here. Would have been food for a bunch of hours if Jody not bailed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. As for my mom, she doesn't know the half of it. My uncles told her I'm away on business. Not entirely untrue, I guess, but if she knew, it'd break her poor heart. So don't know what else, I don't know how else to put this, chum, but I want to get out of here and get back to what I was doing back home. On the straight and narrow, though. I gotta go straight this time for sure. Just don't go telling everyone that old Rookie Green-tail's a mama's boy, okay? I got a certain reputation to uphold. He quickly scampers out the door. His past has been weighing heavily on him, but you sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. And that is why I'm sending him back. I won't have you questioning me on that. Well-connected cur, He made a living as a trader in the Commonwealth, trying to provide for an aging mother and several good-for-nothing uncles, until he found a much more lucrative clientele among the exiled exiled to downside. To them, he would ship various commodities. But, just as things were looking up, he was finally caught and cast down the river. There, after Jody saved him from a pack of howlers, he promised to repay her. Crime? Smuggling. Contraband. To undermine social fabric of the Commonwealth. 4 years. Active and outgoing. Before we go forward, I want to test something in a controlled environment. Oh my god, look at... Okay. Got it. So he just becomes a walking bomb, basically. That also slows enemies once they get in the group. Then I suppose I could boost him up, but... It probably would have to be headwind, wouldn't it? Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You and Headwind review what observations you have made thus far about the various triumvirates you have confronted on your journey. He has keen insights about some of them. Our adversaries in the rights, all of them, motivated to be free again, at least as much as we are. You said this utopia might not be as bad as it sounds, but the fucked up charges they're giving your friends sound pretty bad. Like, not just smuggling, but undermining the government. Not just desertion, but selling secrets. Well... Oh, my back. Well, in the case of the desertion, that one I can actually see. Like, he was actually trying to seek an enemy soldier to get friendly with. Like, yeah, he wasn't going to give her secrets, but all the same, if you saw a soldier fraternizing with an enemy spy, would you really give them that much benefit of the doubt? Really? As to undermining the government, I think it wasn't undermining the government, but the fabric of the Commonwealth, which, that one's not necessarily too far-fetched, to be honest. If you're smuggling goods to a place they're not supposed to be, yeah, I can see people getting upset and saying, "You're a thief, you're helping the enemy, you're helping criminals, you're scum." Like, he was smuggling, that is a crime, that is an actual crime. They just tacked on a bit of an absurd reason. Hamilton Shah gained favor from scribe on this route. On the way to the summit, you pass the monument of Luz Scalarian. and Sir Gilman happens to take notice. Have this night's glory days gone by? He often wonders. Perhaps you know the answer to that. Please, do not spoil it for him. He says little after paying his respects. However, you are prepared to continue your ascent. As you are prepared to continue your ascent, you sense that Luz Galarian has shown you favor. Ooh. You and your companions gather once more at Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upward towards the summit, past the archway of carved stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you towards the archway, where his counterpart awaits. The exile of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him, and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you, in turn, please state your name and what you seek while you cross Skype. Please do as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. Bay passes through the gate. Tizzo passes through the gate. Hedwyn passes through the gate. Pamatha passes through the gate. Sir Gilman passes through the gates. Ruki passes through the gate. Alfred passes through the gate. No one left but you. You step forward and declare yourself as you did before. The guardian of Scribegate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses all of you in her formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The low minstrel glances up at the gate guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. He was actually smiling and you could see his eyes. Like, really? She pays him no heed. Sorry. Again, you gain the top of Mount Adodile, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall go free, shall follow Jordariel from this place. Oh, hey guys! You know, it gets real awful cold up here. Sometimes waiting for customers, so come on in, okay? And good luck in the big battle thing you got. That's where you're going, isn't it? Hard hit. I heard it's gonna be exciting for my friends. There's something happened between them. After the bear banishes an cannot be used with harp or saps. Got it. First, here, have a mushroom. Have one up. Boy. Here, have this. It's completely useless to me. It's worth 8.5, 8.5. That's 9. Technically, that's 10, but...
Mole Graitais. Eh? Graitais.
Now hold on.
Mole Graitais. Mal me Santa
So, be seeing you guys. Downside climate. First, let's fuck about with the items. Okay. So it has the same as... Alright. This I can actually work with quite well. Then again, maybe I should put it on him and just be like, okay, I'm gonna walk in the middle of everybody. However... Thing is, it might be harder to execute this with him if... Well, no, wait, we're fighting the, whatchamacallits. The Withdrawn. So he should be fine for that. Huh? Test. Test? Problem? Words of... I know no polite way to describe the climate here. It oppresses every living thing except, perhaps, the native flora in a few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm. Or when it's very hot, you use what strength you can to move somewhere you can think and breathe. The weather in the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which my good friend Molten Melith shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find, and you cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you rather than constrain you. From the top of Mount Adadile, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded But that is hardly all. Through a wondrous miracle, there lies upon the highest mountain an inverted fall, whose water crashed not towards the sea, but rushed towards the heaven. We speculate that these are the very waters which delivered us, but now bend backward, seeking their return, as do we all. This phenomenon in this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen, when the time is right. This is the path to freedom we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you, so that you may strive for it. Yeah, I try. Twitch, stop being a butt. Okay. Here we go. The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Volfried speaking in hushed tones, and not sense the topic or the tone. Then Volfried looks up to you. I trust you are feeling as prepared as possible, my boy. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much our companions may contribute to our overall plan should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tenacity to lead, or oratory skills contribute to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time if possible, knowing simply that for each one of us who goes, in doing so he or she shall rise our total chances of success. Reader, sir, this night you shall confront the withdrawn. They have already appointed the witch to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my boy. And lo, even the stars agree on this account. To war. Oh my, what is that thing? Archbeast Sungrings. What? At this rite, the abbess. Ooh.
Archbeast Sungris. Endrigar the Widow. Limbless Erizek. Islak Astralborn.
Star of the world Titan, once slain by the ape scribes atop Mount Adam. Alright. To war. To war and to glory.
The Night Wings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the withdrawn which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
The pyre burns, and each of the triumvirates are present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the withdrawn, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respect you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Bog Dweller, the witch, appears from the shadow and reaches for her mask. we are known to be witch Umilga, Mildeth, whatever. Our adversaries, they are nothing to us, or the one we serve. We shall be devoured in the coming age, an age of strife brought down on by the fell wings and many Sinai of Yishlich, the astral born. You speak blasphemy upon the sacred site, which, if you value your liberty, then I suggest you cease your mocking of the scribes. The scribes, they failed to stop Yishlich, shall rise again. As for ye Nightwings, ye are of no consequence to Yishlich's grand design. She dons her mask once more. Soon we shall return unto the land which Yishlich shall usurp. We shall offer him our blood and that of many, many others. One moment, I'll look on. Why? I can already tell you why I wasn't posting it. This is just spam. Now then, have the Night Rings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rite? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more. The first companion who you choose shall go free this very night, if you prevail. Only the enlightened may thus be anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two chosen from the triumphant shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
Frozen soul. Oh my god. Well, I'm in for a hard time. Right. Oh, they've got a little bitty. Right. Oh boy, here we go. Oh wow. Despite being... So it looks like they need to get to... No, he's not.
Rookie.
Good choice there, chum. Though if I get out of here, I don't know what you're gonna do without me.
Who shall lend him support?
Think, Giga. No, this will work.
Sir Gilman.
By this knight's honor, he shall fight with all of his might.
Edwin.
I have your back, Rookie. Let's get you home.
Very well.
Soon, Yishlich. Very soon we shall release thee. We shall release thee. And as for ye Nightwings, you have much in store for ye.
Commence.
Bollocks! Bollocks! Wow, I fucked that up pretty hard. I just walked in. Bollocks, 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 piss, bollocks. Go, 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 go. Nope, 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 nope. Bad, bad Batsy. Damn it. Not tolerate that. Oh my god! Just chasing me. No! God damn it. Why did I just stop moving?
Well cast.
Bollocks.
The fire of resolve.
Yes, we invoke thy instant strength. Follow our enemies with blood. Damnation to the end. The invocation of Ishus, your adversary. Curse shall summon forth dark pools of Banshee. And
The foul witch Udmilda.
Udmilda.
Would that she serve the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores. Banished from this place.
Oh hell. Cut that out right now. Bollocks.
That cur of yours is banished. How comical.
Ah, god damn, they're positioning very well.
Now to the flame.
I cannot tolerate this.
How fine. Stand not in glory's path.
Nope, that didn't work.
How comical.
Yeah, kinda. I can't get this. No. No!
And there it is.
God damn it. I
The
failed.
withdrawn have proved their worth.
I just got
As
something
for
called
the
Mercy
Nightwings,
Shown.
They most certainly did not.
Suffer defeat in a liberation rite.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the withdrawn shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to
I definitively
carry
did not
out
want her to go.
their rightful sentences.
Ah, damn it all, chums. I can't believe you blew it. I gotta been out of here. I really thought you had it in the bag. Oh well, that's out of my system now. So, see you at the back of the wagon, eh? Thy shall be fulfilled, thy hunger sated. This land in which the scribes found thee, and thy imprisonment, which shall give us strength, which we shall use in service thy will. Thy patience with us, thy forgiveness, we give thanks. As for them, solely turns to all those witnesses for victory. Ye who stood against us, know that ye shall not forgive ye, nor shall we. To sow him a future which he seeks. They, the fools above, shall merely call us mad. Their time, of course, shall come.
Godspeed, Goodmilder. The 8 scribes
The one who wants the
are
appointment.
ever merciful.
Yeah, well...
By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
You and the Nightwings may have experienced your first defeat, but this is not the end. Rather, this is an opportunity for you and your fellow exiles to press onward. Rookie, for example, has learned a valuable lesson. A rush to enlighten and gain from awarded only this one time. Though failure, we do tend to learn from most. That's true. So too has Sir Gilman, not in spite of the setback with the withdrawn, but because of it. Headwind is no exception. He has gained more insight here as well. Your fellow exiles shall gain enlightenment, and learn and grow from what transpired. Your story shall continue. The choice of whether to accept such outcomes now and throughout all your quests is but used to be yours alone. No matter what anyone says, I refuse to think there's some sort of limit to one's understanding of all this. And here, they said Rookie Greentail wasn't ever gonna amount to anything. Not that they ever said anything like that about me, since, you know, I'm very well regarded from where I'm from, by everybody, in fact. I actually gained more from losing than I gained from winning. That's kind of sad.
The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours.
Don't turn on every single difficulty increase you can find. Yeah, I tend to do that. Ah, well. In the back of the... On Mercy. One moment, I'm going to research this stream.